like more motivation, like get them all fired up by retaliating.
The only guy in Milwaukee who's done well is Chris Middleton. He's the only one that's like been scoring and everything, and everyone else on the team. I mean, OJ Mayo sucks, so it's they don't really have any scorers.
No, not that since they traded Brandon Knight.
Yeah, that'll come back to bite him. That was really stupid because you didn't. I mean, who'd you get in return? Michael Carter-Williams? He's on and off.
He's not. I mean, I'd rather have Brandon Knight than Michael Carter-Williams.
I think I would, too. I mean, Michael Carter-Williams is coming from the 76ers. He doesn't have a winning mentality yet. I just...
You think?
I don't know.
You sure he doesn't have a winning mentality with Philadelphia?
Yeah, he knows how to win, like, 7 games. That's about it. So, it's just... That was a dumb trade. Also something interesting, the Bucks have not won a playoff series since 2001. And in 2001, they went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, losing to Allen Iverson's 76ers. Ironically enough, that team went on to lose to the Lakers for the Lakers' second straight championship. I think that they won in 2002 as well for their three-peat. But yeah, the Bucks have not won a playoff series since 2001.
Well, it doesn't look like that's going to be changing. I mean, you also throw in the fact, how many years did they miss the playoffs, besides a lot?
Oh, they missed all throughout the 2000s, I think. I know they went in 2010, because that's when they won 7 games against Atlanta, and Atlanta beat them in Game 7. I remember watching that game. I don't think they made it in, like, 09, 08, 07, 06.
They didn't make it Rose's MVP year.
Right. They were still a pretty decent team. At least it was always between them and Indiana for who was going to win the Central Division, like in the mid 2000s, like 2003, 4, 5, all that stuff. Because they still had Ray Allen and they still had a decent team. At least.
Well, the mid 2000s, Cleveland had LeBron.
Right. And
you didn't mean the Pacers. You meant the Cavaliers.
Well, Well, yes, both, but the Indiana Pacers early when Reggie Miller was still there, like in 02, 03, but then after 03 when Reggie Miller left, LeBron came in, then it sort of switched a little bit as the Cavs started going to the playoffs and losing to Detroit every year, or however they did it. And then in 07, they lost the finals to San Antonio. And now San Antonio tied up the series against the Clippers, which was exciting to see because I hate the Clippers so much. I think they're my least favorite team in the NBA. So,
really,
I think my least favorite team in the NBA. It's either Miami, Cleveland, or the Clippers.
Mine's the Thunder because I just don't like Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of the Thunder. I'm not a big fan.
I was heavily rooting for the Pelicans to get that final playoff spot.
Yeah, I kind of liked it too, just because we knew Golden State would beat whoever they were playing anyway.
It's nice to see a Chicago native like Anthony Davis in the playoffs.
Yes, it is. It is, and I didn't really like Anthony Davis at first, but I'm really grown to like him. He's a really good player.
He's a phenomenal player. When he's healthy, he needs to stay healthy.
Right. Yeah, he's done a really nice job, and he's a big reason why they almost won Game 2. And of course, some of the role players are good. But yeah, tonight we got Bulls-Bucks. That'll be tipping off in about 20 minutes. Celtics and Cavaliers are playing right now. They're going into the second quarter right now. I think Cleveland is winning 31-25. So high scoring first quarter for both teams. And also tonight we have Golden State at New Orleans. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're going to preview that all exciting Chicago Bears 2015 schedule. That should be fun. And then a little later on in the show, we'll talk more about the Hawks and Bulls and whatever. And baseball, too. You're listening to Sports Renegades here on SportsTownChicago.com. The Sports Renegades podcast on SportsTownChicago.com.